good is it to have darts back on the TV?
It's fantastic. It gets players back on the big stage.
We've got a new world champ and a new world number one.
We're just going to see the dramatic rise of Luke Littler continue.
The World Series gets underway for 2024.
Q-Skill, this is the gateway to greatness. It is very hard to join the elite.
You've got to be the best, don't you?
This tie is the one we've been waiting for. Luke Littler, who is the talk of the sport at the minute.
It is another astonishing display.
We started off in Dubai way back in May 2013. It's difficult to imagine how far the World Series has come in just over a decade. And that was darts being played outdoors in huge heat in Dubai, and now we're all around the world.
Bahrain, the first stop once again this year, and the fact that it's the Asian leg of the tour, you've got so much talent in some of the Asian countries, particularly the Philippines. Really exciting to see those players get a chance to test themselves against the top stars.
Wherever we go with the World Series, the hope is that the local players will push the PDC superstars all the way. We know they can compete, particularly over a short race, and I think that generated some really nervous moments for the top boys.
Everybody's still talking about Luke Littler. They want to see him after that incredible World Championship campaign. We get our chance straight away here in Bahrain.
Can't wait, it's going to be a totally different experience. Obviously the travel over here was quite some journey, but I just can't wait to get going. My manager asked me what do I want to do, just win a Pro Tour. But obviously I'm in the Dutch next week, I'm in the Premier League. The schedule's crazy and I'm just looking forward to playing my darts.
This is the Bahrain Darts Masters. The World Series gets underway for 2024, and it is Peter Snakebite Wright, the two-time world champion, who is looking to get his comeback underway.
Peter Wright, who is through to the quarter-finals here in Bahrain.
The Iceman Gerwyn Price, a former World Series champion, and double nine completes the job.
It's been far from plain sailing for the PDC players. Hard one to take for Lawrence alive. He's been excellent in this match. Aspinall's found a way.
A night of what might have been so far for the PDC Asian Tour players.
Rob Cross makes it through the first round. Well, Luke the Nuke Littler looking to follow up his astonishing World Championship debut, where he made it all the way to the final. Manlok Lung, though, is not a player to be underestimated.
Littler to take his place in tomorrow's quarter-finals, and he does wrap it up in style. Luke Humphries, who is currently on a 19-match unbeaten streak. The world number one and world champion off and running.
Michael van Gerwen, Hassan Haji is going to have his hands full tonight.
That'll do it. Mighty Mike, the world number two, powers through to the quarter-finals. The defending champion survives, but only just.
The ship HMS Lancaster, we're forward based, we're in Bahrain at the moment. We just used this chance to reach out to the darts players with the Darts Masters being on in Bahrain and invited them on board.
One of the benefits of being on the World Series, you get to do things like this. HMS Lancaster, astonishing place to have a look around.
It's a privilege to be invited on the Lancaster, being shown around the ship, all the different departments. It's been brilliant.
Lots of ship's company involved, everybody's really happy, lots of photos getting took, lots of questions, and then some guys had the chance to throw some darts with the players.
This is fantastic, you know, it's an honour to be allowed on here and go round and see.
Are you guys against each other?
No, not this year, hopefully. Hopefully he's going to stay away from me, isn't he?
Yeah, hopefully.
Just be nice and stay away.
Yeah,
So many people wanted to meet the players and talk about the ship really and what they do. And I think from the players it's been really well received, they've had a great time and everyone's been sort of morale boosted on board, everyone's had a great day.
Get me ears in.
Let's talk about the darts. You said last year was rubbish. There's a lot of room to improve to be done, but Are you able to play everything? Premier League, Pro Tour, World Series? Because that was one of the reasons why the form dropped off. You had to take breaks, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I did take the time off last year and it didn't work, did it? So this year I'm hitting everything again, and fingers crossed. My mindset is for one set of darts, and if I can manage that all year, I'll be a big threat to everyone.
Oh, mate, it's going to hold my weight.
Starting the year well is important to you, particularly over such a successful 12 months.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, I think that's probably one of the most solid, or if not, probably the most solid I've been. Things seem to be getting easier for me now. You know, I'm enjoying it, I'm loving it, I wanted everything, I'm in everything, it's a confidence boost, and if it carries on to get easier, then yeah, hopefully I'll get my best stuff out for a longer duration in the year.
Obviously watched the darts after I got knocked out. Luke Littler, him and Humphreys inspired me, what they've done, especially Humphreys, past what he's done in the past 4 months, and what you can do and achieve if you put the hard work in. I've got rid of all my trophies, I've got rid of all my darts, so it's to start afresh. I want new trophies, and I'll be winning them this year.
It's been amazing. It's been a really busy time for us since we've been out here, and the guys have just had such a good day. And obviously we'll get along to the darts as well, so we'll be there to support Peter and Rob.
This is the Bahrain Darts Masters quarterfinals. And we get underway with the world #1 and newly crowned world champion, cool hand Luke Humphreys, against the Iceman Gerwyn Price. The winning streak is done, cool hand is beaten, and the world champion will not be the Bahrain Darts Master this year.
Now it's the turn of the defending Bahrain Darts Masters champion, Michael Smith, as he takes on Peter Wright.
Shaking ahead, but it's another good performance from Michael. This tie is the one we've been waiting for. Luke Littler, who is the talk of the sport at the minute.
This is unbelievable from Luke Littler.
Oh, it's on. It's on, and the first leg of the match, brilliant from Luke Littler. On his World Series debut, he got through the game yesterday, he's hit a perfect leg.
It is another astonishing display from the teenager. Michael Van Gerwen and Rob Cross fighting out for the last remaining spot in the semi-finals.
This is a very good start to the game from Van Gerwen. Needs the bullseye, and Van Gerwen finishes it in style. And the Littler story just continues. The Iceman, can he get the better of the teenager?
Incredible, 170. Brilliant from Luke Littler, a 180 followed by a 170.
Warm handshake from Gerwyn Price, who's been overpowered by Luke the Nuke.
Nobody, despite Littler's heroics, has been playing better than Michael Van Gerwen here in Bahrain so far. Michael Van Gerwen, when it really, really mattered, gets the double to win the match. We have our final, and it is something special. The 16-year-old to complete a sensational tournament. The Nuke has beaten them all. He is the Bahrain Darts Master.
For Luke Littler to come out and hit a 9-darter in his first leg really ignited the venue. It was a tremendous statement. I think Nathan's reaction was fantastic as well, just really appreciating what had happened.
It's just a big fanfare to announce him as a World Series player, as one of the world's elite. I think he's very, very quickly established himself as one of the best players, but probably the player to watch right now, because he is very, very likely to do unlikely things. Before you get to the very top, you've got to get into the system. Q School is one of the main routes for doing that.
Q School's the route into the professional game, so to have over 800 players again across 2 sites competing for what are only 30 tour cards, it's a very low percentage chance of getting through as a player. But even if you don't get through, you have the opportunity to play on the Challenge Tour, and for the younger players, the Development Tour as well.
If you want to succeed, if you want to have a go, you can have a go. A pub player averaging 60, 65, 70 on a Monday night, and then go to Q School and have the day of his life, and all of a sudden you've got a tour card. And it's stories like that that emanate from both, from both the European one and the UK one.
There is a lot of talent in those rooms in Milton Keynes and in Germany, and fighting your way through that to get yourself on the tour is an achievement in itself.
Q School gives everybody the opportunity to have a go. And then it's up to them whether they take it when they succeed or not.
Q School, this is the gateway to greatness. If you want to be playing week in, week out against the very best, then this is the way that most people do it.
Massively tough. It's one of the hardest things. I played in the Challenge Tour last year for the first time, and I found that tough. But added pressure trying to get a tour card, getting back on the tour.
It is an open draw, so it is just carnage from minute one until the very end.
You've got to beat the best, haven't you?
It's all about finding what level you're at, because obviously the players who are starting in the first phase don't know what level they're at. They may have never played in the PDC before. For the players in the second phase, they want the tour cards back.
People are coming in here and thinking, who is he? And they're hitting 90 plus averages, so it is tough, so you can't take no one for granted.
Thursday was crazy. Thursday was insane. I was sitting on tops after 9 and didn't get a shot for the match. Unreal standard. There's some unreal talent in here, and players you don't know that can still throw a good dart.
So the final stage of Q School, 4 days of action, 1 tournament per day. The winner of that tournament gets a tour card. Then you've got a table in order of merit, and you get points for the best performers. Basically, you get a point for every game you win, pretty much. And at the end of the 4 days, there are 10 cards to be dished out. Hotly contested, that battle is. It is not easy to either get your card out right or get on that list, and there's going to be some good players that miss out.
I didn't get through Q School, never did 3 times, didn't qualify in time. I did obviously all my hard work on the Challenge Tour and Pro Tour.
Classify myself as a pro now as well. It's weird. I woke up this morning and still feel strange, it did and all, so it's good, but yeah, just buzzing.
I've known Leighton since he was 10, 11, 12, played with him, played against him, and he was making me look like an amateur.
Buzzing to be back. Obviously a lot of practice is going to go in when I go home and stuff, get more consistent over the years to come and hopefully stay there after the 2 years.
And it's about time is how it feels. It's been a long journey. It's been a lot of coming here, sacrifices, and not getting it, and got over the line today. So I'm very grateful.
I'm still shaking, to be fair. I'm still really shaking there. I generally thought when he hit that double 4 there to win it, I thought it was done and dusted. I thought I was out.
You're in.
It was all a blur to me there. Everyone's obviously wishing as well, but it was crazy, weird feeling.
It's massive. I've been trying to get a tour card for a good few years now. I took a break out, came back when I felt like I was hungry for the game again, so I've came back and won it at the right time, I suppose.
It's gone dark green, Dom. You're a PDC tour card holder. How's it feel?
Incredible, mate. It's all I wanted. Sorry. It's all I've wanted.
I mean, it has been my dream. Absolutely over the moon.
Congratulations, both tour card winners.
I've been wanting to play against my friend and go and prize for countries for years, and yeah, I'll be doing it this year.
It's a volatile sport, it's timing. It's all about timing and consistency. That's why doing the reps and doing the practice every single day, you don't want to be out the board thinking, man, I wish I would have practiced a little more this week. That's one thing I don't want to happen in my head. I want to know, like, well, I have every reason to think this is going to happen. Everyone at Q School is trying to change their lives. Everyone there is literally there for a tour card, which means they can quit their jobs, they can do things, they're trying to change their lives and do a different thing. And that's hard to beat. I was just kind of in this crossroads of like, I'm really excelling at 2 good things because I made the first Worlds, I made the World Cup, I'm representing my country, but I'm also a good drummer, good musician, so it's like, you can't do both. You're not guaranteed anything which way, so it's either you go on tour here or you go on tour here. And so I just chose the dart route, and that's why I moved here. I didn't have the outlets that they have here, and that's eventually why I had to move here, because I got to be just engulfed in it. Culture's growing a lot in the US, and I'm really happy to see that. I want to be a part of that, and I want to help do anything I can to keep that moving forward, because there's so much talent dart-wise there, all over the US now. I'm pretty much in a place now where I have to really mentally level up and find a way to just be able to, because everything just got harder now. That's all it is. I'm guaranteed less money. I mean, I'm playing against the best in the world now. It's just harder now, and I'm up for it because that's the goal. I want to make the worlds. I want to win some rounds at the majors. I want to represent my country and do well with that, but I don't want to overstep anything. I want to just keep it realistic. Right now, it's winning games on the Pro Tour. I know what I can do, but I don't want to say it because it's like, let's just be realistic and stay in the real world here, and let's win some games first.
For those that haven't made it, there's always the chance to come back next year, but it's great to see not only some players returning to the tour after an absence, but some new players as well. You know, we've got our first Italian tour card holder, a New Zealander, and it shows the global spread of the game.
While their journeys are only just starting, the big boys, the established names, the elite right now, they're in action pretty much straight away. World Series action, Dutch Darts Masters, the Masters coming up, and then straight into the Premier League. This is local boy Jan van Veen, one of the most celebrated darting talents in the Netherlands. And here in Den Bosch, this is the Royal Bakery, where we are going to make one of the local delicacies. This is their local delicacy, the bossa bol, and he's going to make one of those. Confident?
No. But we're going to see.
So,
put the pot, yeah.
That on.
Pour this
all
one
the
in.
chocolate.
You ready to play on the World Series, Jan?
Yes, after this I'm ready. No, I'm really looking forward to it. You know, of course the World Championship was a disappointment for myself, but when I heard that I got the opportunity to play here in Den Bosch, just like 20 minutes from my house, it was very good, and really happy to be invited because, you know, only 60 players are playing here, so I'm really happy to be here, and from the home crowd is always a special feeling.
I think you're ready.
We're ready.
Tilt it a little bit, that's okay.
Yeah.
And put it on the bottom. Okay, next part of the bossa bol is the cream. This is cream, and we need to whip it. It's like throwing darts by wrist.
Get stuck in there, Jan. How have you done that so amazingly, Jan, with seemingly little effort?
Even now you can try to put the ball upside down, above your head.
Above your head?
I dare you.
Camera ready, yeah?
And back, yes,
yes.
perfect.
I can't lie, I'm a little disappointed.
No, I'm not. Put it in like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it comes.
I think you've nailed that.
You like it?
I absolutely love it. Jan, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
We've made a cake.
Yes.
We're wearing a cake.
And it's good. It's really good.
I hope your World Series debut goes just as well.
Yeah. Hopefully.
The World Series milestone, the Dutch Darts Masters, is the 50th International World Series event.
Coming to you live around the world from Den Bosch.
International just was not at the races. Great performance from Danny Nopper.
Snakebite, a two-time world champion, is vulnerable. Doots, there it is. Kevin Doots humbles Peter Wright.
Price against Van den Berg.
That's brilliant, outstanding, back-to-back legs.
Yeah, superb performance from Gerwin Price. He means business.
The defending champion is out. We will have a new winner. Van Veen beats the bully boy by 6 legs to 3. It is another Dutch victor in Den Bosch.
A man being totally outplayed just somehow finds a way to win.
Barney does it in Den Bosch.
It's a going to be the Luke Littler show once more of the World Series. What a way to win the game! The run continues. Well, there's little doubt that the world champ means business. Wattamina was really disappointing. Humphreys with a whitewash.
It is Mighty Mike versus the Dutch destroyer. Michael van Gerwen sees off his mate Vincent van der Voort with very little trouble.
Saturday night, Luke Humphreys against Luke Littler in the quarterfinals of the Dutch Darts Masters. And we do go to a decider. No problem, Luke Littler. The story continues. And Gerwyn Price may not have been at his fluent best when it came to the scoring. At 6-1-80s, he's into another World Series semi-final.
In all their meetings over the years, many have not delivered. This has.
Treble 18 and Bull. Bull.
What a comeback! Michael van Gerwen in his own backyard refused to be beaten. Jan van Veen holding off a comeback from Danny Noppert. He stops the fight back. It is a superb display.
And Luke Littler makes it back-to-back. A 7-4 win over Gerwyn Price. He will play either Michael van Gerwen or Gian van Veen.
Van Gerwen back in charge. Still winning games by hook or by crook.
He does have the ability to graft one out, and that's what he's having to do.
Michael van Gerwen on home soil is in the final.
This is the final.
In the final for the second week running. Look at him go. Behave yourself. Every single time Van Gerwen has the darts, Luke Littler is asking questions of him. Michael van Gerwen under pressure, deals with it.
And MVG resists the power to lift the title on home soil.
He is the boss in Den Bosch.
I think the Premier League is going to be intriguing, and we've had a little prelude to it with the World Series events in Bahrain and the Netherlands, with the 8 players in that Premier League lineup. They are going to be playing each other an awful lot over the next 4 months.
The rush for tickets after the success of Luke Littler sort of sums it up. I mean, darts is in a very good place.
There's a Luke Littler in every town in the UK. Just a normal 16-year-old boy enjoying his development, his growth. He just happens to have a phenomenal talent at darts.
I don't know how the Luke Littler story plays out in the Premier League. I'm expecting at some point in that tournament, he's going to go out in his opening game, 2-3 weeks running maybe. Then we'll see how Luke Littler deals with it. But it's going to be fascinating, and I think a lot of people are interested in seeing how he goes.